What is going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bob Lam, and in today's video we're talking about the next round of Playboi Carti cap this year, 2021. It's a new year. 2020 was already full of cap. There were bottle caps spread everywhere. The record amount of soda drank in 1 year, probably that's probably true, not gonna lie, but also figuratively the cap. For we already went through it last year, knowing damn well that Playboi Carti had hella features with rappers, but he just did not clear any of them to release. So I guess he didn't want the money, or maybe he wanted to build up the anticipation for his own project, Whole Lotta Red, which worked because now he sold 100K, 115K by other sources, but officially I think it's 100K, and he had a #1 selling album. But now Lil Keed has something to say, claiming apparently that Playboi Carti is on his next album, Keed Talk to Him 2. Except this isn't the first time that he said that. Let's just hope it's not cap. Let's talk about it. Okay, so sorry to everyone for the lack of Playboi Carti videos. I know I've been slacking a little bit. I've been putting everything on the second channel just because I wasn't sure how I wanted to structure all my content, but I think now I'm gonna put all of my videos on this first channel and then maybe some extra shit on the second channel, and then obviously the gaming channel as well for all the W's in Warzone and other games. Make sure to subscribe to those if you haven't already. But anyway, to get into the video real quick, essentially it all started when Lil Keed responded to a fan in his own Instagram comments on a recent picture, in which the fan asked, Playboi Carti feature next album? And then Keed responds, yes, it will be. Probably talking about the feature that was supposed to be on the previous album, but we'll get into that in a second. For the project in question that we're talking about, that Carti is supposed to be on, at least according to Lil Keed, is gonna be Keed Talk to Him 2, as Lil Keed posted on his caption in his latest Instagram post. But honestly, I don't give a fuck what project. The real question is it cap? Because, as I mentioned in the intro a little bit earlier, he has said this before, actually once or twice. It was actually supposed to be on Trapped on Cleveland 3, which was Lil Keed's last album, and he even teased us on the deluxe of Trapped on Cleveland 3, aka TOC3D Lux, cause she fucks on my dick and eats it like some duck. And the reason we thought this was because there was an interview by Hot 97 about 4 months ago in which Lil Keed quite frankly said that Playboi Carti's feature was cleared in time for the album.
Playboi Carti made the cut at the end. At the end, he made it. So you know, I got Playboi Carti on there.
And that interview was released on the same day as the album, August 7th, but no feature was actually on the album. But when he dropped the album, he still had the hype from a Travis Scott feature on the Wavy remix, and nobody really knew that Playboi Carti was supposed to be on it. For the video with the interview on YouTube still only had like a couple thousand views. But then later on, a couple months later, he posted a red suit fit pic in which he captioned it Whole Lotta Red, and Playboi Carti liked the picture, causing fans to already believe maybe Keed and Carti got something in the works. And that is when the same very interview that we just talked about finally surfaced. Nobody really had seen it beforehand, but somebody found a clip in which Keed said explicitly that Carti was on the album. In fact, currently it still is sitting at only 4.5K views in 4 months. And so that's why no one really noticed until right before Trapped on Cleveland 3 Deluxe was about to release. And that release date was October 30th, the same day as Pegasus with Trippie Redd. And we waited until midnight of that night, and the album dropped, and still no Carti. But as we found out, that interview that we were just talking about was for the original Trapped on Cleveland 3 album with the Carti feature, in that there was much less hope for Carti to actually make it on the deluxe because he simply just wasn't talking about the deluxe. And so that was round 1 of the cap with Keed and Carti, and that now we have reached cap round 2 for 2021. As I mentioned before, Keed says that Carti's on his next album, but because of their past history of already capping heavy, I really have no idea if it's actually gonna come true. The first feature that Playboi Carti actually had this year, or that wasn't Drake, which you can't deny because that would just be simply stupid to not be put on by the biggest artist in the world ever. But as I was saying, Playboi Carti's first feature that he cleared after the Drake feature on Pay 1993 was on Flex Up on Lil Yachty's Lil Bo 3 Deluxe, also with Future in November, which was shortly after the Lil Keed Deluxe album. And then shortly after that, he dropped Whole Lotta Red, obviously, on Christmas at the end of December. And so what I was thinking was that maybe Playboi Carti wanted to give Lil Keed the feature, but he wanted to also, and more importantly, with the highest priority, save all the anticipation from fans for a Whole Lotta Red, or at least the rollout in which Lil Boat 3 Deluxe kind of played a role in, and that Flex Up dropped right before the rollout started. It was like kind of like Carti's back, especially because it had that new like alternative and psyched out flow. And so other than that, features are so rare from Playboi Carti. They probably honestly cost more than like the clout equivalent version of him with another artist, say Trippie Redd's at the same level, because he has sold 100K copies on an album before. Maybe Pegasus brought him down a little bit for at least the time being, but Carti's feature price would probably be double, triple that, just because he has such a cult-like following now from not dropping that everybody in the Carti fan base is showing up. And so maybe Keed's label couldn't afford it, or again, it just wasn't in the rollout plans for Carti and Whole Lotta Red. But now, since maybe Carti already dropped Whole Lotta Red, he can start clearing features, work on his next project, which might take another 2.5-3 years, just like Whole Lotta Red, to build up the same amount of anticipation. And so this year in 2021, we could frankly, very likely, get a bunch of these features from like Young Lean, Lil Uzi, Lil Keed, Young Thug, all the people that we want Carti to be messing with. But now that his check is up with a Whole Lotta Red 100K sales and #1 album, he's gonna be asking for some fat money. He's in the big leagues now. You might have to toss him a couple 100K for that feature, or at least suck him off while he plays PlayStation. And so with that, it's your boy Bob Lamb signing off, applying to be one of the girls that like shows like the round number of cap in the rollout of Lil Keed's album. We in round 2 currently, as stated in the title. Let me know in the comments if you think this is hella cap, or you think we actually getting another Carti feature. If it doesn't drop, maybe it'll leak, I don't know. And make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as follow me on all my socials in the description. Join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, Carti people. North saying.